Good morning, everyone. So I thought I would do an Ann update. This Ann is going to be our office assistant, and she's going to be in control of the dropboxes and so on and so forth. So I thought I would bring up some details of how that program is coming along. Now, this is going to be written in Python. I'm borrowing a lot of code and starting a lot of things so I can understand it. And in the couple of weeks that I've been working on this, things have developed. So let me show you Anne at the moment. This is what she sees when you turn her on. Hopefully she'll play nicely. I've got two webcams here, one for Anne, one for me. There she goes. Alright, there's Anne. This is what Anne sees so far. And so she can detect hands. Obviously she can detect a face. That's what the purple box is face detection. So when you walk up to a Dropbox, it's going to detect your face. The green that you're seeing is your facial contours. So what will happen with that is I will probably use facial recognition for unlocking your boxes and so on and so forth. You'll still have to do a code for a while because that is robotics on the backside of that, and I don't know how to do that yet. However, this is what Anne sees. So she sees your face, she detects your face, she sees your hands, she can see your body too. That's the amazing thing. Of course I can't stand up because then I'm out of face range, but yeah, she can detect your whole body. And you're probably kind of noticing what this pink dot that's running around with my finger is. So that's going to be your mouse click finger. It'll work on either finger. So that's what I'm working on there. So yeah, this is what Anne sees. It's kind of amazing that even the average person can learn this. And so those who are looking for ways of, learning something new, this is what you could do. Now you see Anne kind of went fuzzy there. She'll readjust here in a minute. But still, even with her being fuzzy, she has, can see the face and she can see the hands. Let me see if I can put my whole arm up there. See, she can see the whole arm. So yeah, that's pretty amazing what Anne can do. And so this is kind of eventually lead into the future of how we interact with devices in the years and decades to come. Touch screens are going to start fading away in replacement for visual interpretation. And this is going to be really, really helpful because I have one client, well, three. But they all live in one house. So I have one client who is deaf, cannot hear. And so we communicate by writing. I know a little bit of sign language, but not enough to effectively communicate. So we use our phones and text, or I will write on paper. And so it's always a challenge in trying to fix their computers simply because they can't hear. And so the other thing that Anne can do eventually, and this is going to be true for all computers, especially if they're using a visual system like this, is they will be able to do sign language. And thank you. So they'll be able to read that information as a part of their built-in operating system. And those businesses who have this type of a system will be able to better equate to that customer base, so that'll be nice. Now, if it comes to the blind, kind of hard to put Braille on a screen. I'm sure someday we will figure it out, but at the moment, that's what it is. So, but yeah, this is going to be the future. And like I said, this is what Anne sees versus my picture up there. She sees my face, she sees the details of my face, she sees my hands, she can see my whole body. So when Anne is sitting in a partner small business, I don't want to say she'll be always recording, but she'll detect movement. And with that detection of movement, she's going to detect the movement by bodies. And then she'll record some information off of that. It's when you get close enough that she can see your face that she will activate and then interact with you. And like I said, you have to be close enough, because as you see, if I back up far enough, even there she's having a little bit of problem seeing the face, but she can detect the face, so you have to get close enough for her to read all the dimensions of your face. So yeah, this is pretty interesting, and like I said, I am nowhere trained in this type of software or anything like this, and so if I can do it, anyone can do it. It's something I tell a lot of people, that in the future, programming or coding is going to be the way to go, and you can do that from your home. You don't have to be in an office, although hey, if you're working with lots of equipment, you might want to, or so on and so forth. But yeah, this is what Anne sees. So this is what she'll see. What you'll see on the screen when you're interacting with Anne is just your regular face. You won't see the coloration, and you won't see the frames per second and stuff like that. Yeah, frames per second is kind of really low, and that's simply because for what I'm going to use her for, I don't need that capability to be 30, 40, 50, 60 frames a second. I just need her to be able to recognize faces, recognize hand movement, and so on and so forth, and recognize body movement. And yeah, this is pretty cool. And I've done this, like I said, in watching tutorials on YouTube and looking at some other channels and following some code examples and adjusting it for my purpose. Yeah, this is pretty snazzy. I like it. The fun part is, like I said, is adding on to the boxes. Probably in the beginning, she will not have lock control. Simply because, like I said, that's a switch. You send a signal to a switch, it unlocks the door. So I don't know how to do that yet. I'm sure there are friends and clients throughout Facebook who know how to do that and could build me a controller that does that, but at the moment I don't have that capability. So what she'll do is she'll just help you go through filling out your form, and when you come back to pick up your computer, she'll help you to fill out that information and get the code to unlock your door. So yeah, interesting. And she will also be able to, she does have a voice. I've showed it before. I just don't have her programmed into this because there is no need to program it in at this time, but she does have a voice, so she can speak, and possibly speak other languages. I've never tried, but yeah, there you go. And this is her development so far. Thought I'd throw that out there so you can see this. This is how things are going to come in the future. I can't tell this enough to people that things are changing. If you have ever seen a TV series, a science show, and they're touching in the air doing that, that'll probably be the next thing you'll see on the next and update. Is you will see the virtual keyboard, and of course you can see the finger there. She's already tracking for the mouse. I gotta put the screen in reverse mode, I guess, so that you can see she's already tracking for the mouse. I just gotta put the programming in it so she can recognize the clicks, or recognize the right click, left click, double click, you just gotta put that information in. But yeah, this is pretty snazzy. Contours of the face there, that will work in tandem with the other facial recognition. That way we can eliminate this. Because I noticed one of the problems I had with the other facial recognition is that I could hold a photo up and it would think it was a real person. With this, you can see as I'm talking, you can see down here the contours of my face are moving, so she can use that to identify a real person versus a static image. So that'll be kind of cool. But that's not to say my system is going to be foolproof. But hopefully with enough of these little things in here, like hand preference, there she is. So where she can detect hand preference, the facial movements, and stuff like that. It'll help to secure that system down. Plus the camera is going to always be recording when there's movement, so there's that too. So yeah, this is Anne so far. Pretty impressive for just running off a CPU, not using the code as in a graphics card. I'm told that if I add the CUDAs from a graphics card in here, the processing rate just goes through the roof, because that's what graphics cards do. They process images. So, anyways, thought I would throw this out here. This is pretty interesting that I've got this all kind of interfaced and working together. You know, like I said, she's got, you know, she's already tracking for the mouse. And I just got to put the keyboard in, and you can click the letters or click a button, and she's also, you know, she'll be set in that regard. So, interesting. So, you guys have a great day. Enjoy the rest of the week. Stay warm. Stay safe.